Hello, this is the TradeSite U.S. Stocks and Futures Market Preview for the week beginning Monday, the 27th of October, 2014, and ending on Friday, the 31st. That would be Halloween and the end of the quarter. I'm sorry, the end of the month of October. Here's a look at the ES. This is the front month futures. Got a big bounce this week. You'll see some of that was with gaps due to earnings once I show you the non-futures version of this. But in terms of the technicals, we always start here because this is what really matters to the market. We've bounced back more than half of the decline that we saw from the middle of September into late October. This is a very critical point here, obviously. If we roll over again from right about here, we have failed right at the downtrend line that's in place. If we can hold this level and go higher, it'll be like the dip never happened. Nothing to see here. Everybody move on. So we'll be key. This next week should be a key. We're done with core earnings. Obviously, we're done with options for the month. Options don't come up again until the third Friday in November, which is the 17th. No, I apologize, is the 21st, the latest day it can be. So this is actually a 5-week options month. So there's a lot of time between here and there, and then that gets us to basically Thanksgiving. So options expiration Friday on the 21st of November. Everything between here and there should be a great trading environment with the earnings out of the way. We do have a 2-day Fed meeting this week. We'll discuss that in a moment. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ cash index. Here you can see how we gapped a couple times this week. So a lot of this move was not tradable, unfortunately. That happens a lot during the core 8 days of earnings. There's a look at the S&P cash index. There's a look at the SOX semiconductor index. Also climbed obviously this week, and the biotechs back to new highs, believe it or not. Had some nice trades this week in BIB and others in that sector because they were rocking. Here's the Google chart. Look at some of the stocks that we trade the most. Rebounded a little bit. Apple broke to new highs for the year very slowly on its earnings. Here's a look at Amazon, which gapped down on their earnings from Thursday night going into Friday. Here's a look at the Tesla trade. Tesla's been really, really flat. Here's a look at Netflix since the gap down, making its way back up pretty well. Whatever they didn't like, they don't seem to mind now, isn't that right? Let's look at crude oil real quick just so you can see where oil prices are closed at 81. That's the second lowest close in the last year. The lowest was on Wednesday. Here's a look at gold. And, of course, our VIX, which had spiked just over 30 in the decline, never got to 40, which is our panic signal, and now has retreated all the way back to 16. So it's like everybody back in the pool. Nothing to see here so far. All right, let's take a look at the intra-week action. This is our futures contract. This is the ES front month futures in 10-minute bars so that you can see the whole week in all its glory. You can see Monday pretty much a flat opening and drifted higher all day, waiting for all those earnings to start. Tuesday we gapped up and drifted higher all day, kept going. A gap and go day, not my favorite type of day. Wednesday a flat opening and a very flat first 2 hours, finally sold off a bit in the afternoon. Thursday yet another gap up. Get those earnings out of the way so this stops happening. We did rise a little bit and then closed about where we opened. So the net for the day wasn't too much except the gap. Friday a flat opening and drifted again. So a lot of drift this week. None of it very exciting on the trading side in terms of activity. But again, that was core earnings, some other things. We had a really nice day Thursday. Monday was all right. So, still a good week. Just ready to get back to a normal environment, get away from all these gaps. Here's a look at the NASDAQ side. Same thing here. And, it looks about the same. I'm not going to get into all that and cover it right now. Let's look at the data coming out this week because we do have quite a bit of it. Some of it's very important, so this will affect the market. Again, Friday is end of quarter and it's Halloween, so you're going to have a really light Friday. If this last Friday was kind of light, next Friday is going to be really light. You're going to have end of month statement, window dressing. You're going to have people heading out, getting ready to start doing their trick-or-treating with the kids. So I would expect Friday to be almost a waste of time. We'll be around for the first 2 hours play. Monday, pending home sales 30 minutes in. Tuesday, durable goods. Case-Shiller 20-city index of housing. Got consumer confidence. That can move the market 30 minutes in. On Wednesday, we've got MBA mortgage index and crude oil inventories, but most importantly, at 2 p.m. Eastern time, we have the Fed making their rate announcement. Obviously, not anything expected for rates to go higher, but you do get the rate announcement and their thoughts about the general state of the economy. That can move the market, make things slow in the morning, maybe pick up after. It's a 2-day Fed meeting, so Tuesday and Wednesday could be a little on the slow side after about mid-morning Tuesday, but we'll see what happens. Thursday looks free and clear, and here's the deal. Thursday, we have our weekly initial and continuing jobless claims data. We have our first look at GDP for the third quarter. This is a big number that will likely cause a gap and some energy early in the market. I would definitely be here for Thursday this week. It looks like a good day for potential anyways. And then natty gas. Friday, Halloween, personal income and spending, PCE price index, employment cost index, Chicago PMI, Michigan sentiment, but again, last day of the month and Halloween. So some opportunity for some midweek action Tuesday through Thursday, usually the better trading days. This could definitely be the case again this week. We will be in the lab calling it as usual. Charts as usual brought to you by eSignal. If you have not taken a trial of our services, please feel free to do so. $2.97 gets you 2 weeks. And consider our 6-month stock mentorship program. We will work with you to make you a profitable trader for 6 months. Everything you need to know about trading the stock market, we will handle it. Have a great trading week. We'll see you soon.